Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to talk about the 2024 general predictions for the sign of Sagittarius. So if you're Sagittarius Moon or Sagittarius Ascendant, then this video is for you. These predictions are based on Vedic astrology, and first and foremost it is important to look at the transits from the Moon. The reason is that every event that happens in a person's life will have an impact on the mind. The Moon, as everyone knows, rules emotions, and the transits from the Moon will tell us what emotions a person will feel, and the houses will tell us which area of life it will happen. Then you can look at transits from the Ascendant to confirm an event. That way you can get a more precise prediction. So for example, if Jupiter is transiting the 7th house from the Moon, that means a person can experience some growth and happiness in their relationship. Then from your Ascendant, if Jupiter is transiting the 2nd house, then we could make a prediction that a person may get married, because Jupiter in the 2nd house would show expansion in the family. So that's the basic idea. So the first area of life, career. Saturn, the natural significator of career, is transiting in your 3rd house, which is a really good position for it to be in. In the 3rd house, it makes a person put in lots of effort in their work, and it encourages you to develop effective communication skills to take on the responsibility in your immediate environment. However, the problem is that K2 is in the 10th house, and K2 is an energy that doesn't really want to handle too much responsibility, and it can generally take the career drive away from a person and instill feelings of detachment, and you could feel a lack of interest. You might feel like you no longer want to put in the extra hours and be overwhelmed with obligations. So the two energies of Saturn and K2 are not really complementing each other. So that's why the first half of 2024 can give you mixed results. You could be working, but you might lack some real enthusiasm in your work and possibly direction about where you want to go next in your career. Or there could be unexpected changes in your workplace. You may just feel like focusing more on your home environment, your mental health, and you may not want to deal with the work stress anymore. But after May 2024, when Jupiter enters your 6th house, you can find some purpose back in your career again. And Jupiter will aspect your 10th house, which can show job changes. Now because K2 will be in your 10th house the whole year, here you could find a job which is either temporary, fixed term, or you could do contracting work, because K2 is the type of energy that won't give you the stability, because K2 doesn't have the interest to be part of an organized structure. For business, the 3rd house represents a person's self-efforts, and therefore we look at this house for those who are in business. So Saturn here is really good, and this is actually a good time to even start a small business by considering the fundamentals and building a really strong foundation. Even with Rahu in the 4th house, you can start something which you can do from home, because the energy is channeled towards your home environment. For finances, the 2nd house represents assets, and you can think of it as your bank balance. And in your chart, this house is ruled by Saturn, which is placed in your 3rd house. When the 2nd lord is placed in your 3rd house, is a time where you'll be making informed decisions around your financial assets and investments. Perhaps you already did this, as Saturn was in your 3rd house during 2023 as well. However, the difference is that Jupiter, which is the natural significator of the 2nd house, was under Rahu's malefic influence for much of 2023. So you may have had some obstacles around your finances. In the first half of 2024, Jupiter is transiting your 5th house. So this is a better time to make financial decisions. And you can also receive gains through stock market, shares, bonds, and dividends. After April 2024, Jupiter will transit into your 6th house in the sign of Taurus. And the 6th house is naturally an analytical house because the original ruler is Mercury, and the zodiac sign of Virgo normally sits in this house. Sagittarius people are generally not analytical because They tend to look at the bigger picture rather than all the details. However, during this period, you will be more diligent in caring for your money, and you will be thinking about your financial responsibilities. Jupiter in the 6th house is also a great opportunity to earn lots of money, because when your 6th house is busy, it means that your work is busy. And if you are a consultant, or you do temporary work or contracting work, or any job where you get paid by the hour, you can earn a tremendous amount. Jupiter is also aspecting your 2nd house. So the second half of the year is giving you the opportunity to boost your finances. Rahu is transiting your 4th house. So here you can face expenses related to your home. You could have expenditure related to property, relocation, or you may decide to move or buy a house. It can give you expenditure related to any comforts and conveniences you want in your life. So this can include vehicles and expensive furniture. For relationships and marriage, when Ketu is transiting the 10th house, it shows that there could be some unhappiness in your relationship. The 10th house signifies the happiness a person gets from relationships and partnerships. And Ketu is an energy which takes the pleasure and joy out, which means that the first 4 months of 2024, you may not feel happy. After April 2024, when Jupiter moves into your 6th house and aspects Ketu, it will be an improving second half of the year. However, you will still feel the effects of Ketu's energy, which means that the relationship may not go as per your way, and you may need to sacrifice your feelings for your partner. If you are single, then you have the first 4 months of 2024 to find someone. Jupiter in the 5th house is good for meeting and dating people, because it is the house of fun. But because of Ketu's presence in the 10th house, it again shows that any relationship formed may not progress the way you want it to go. For health and wellness, Jupiter is the lord of your chart, and its placement in the 5th house is considered good. But because Saturn is aspecting Jupiter, it reduces Jupiter's joyful nature, and therefore in 2023 you may have felt some restrictions in your life. Rahu's transit in the 4th house is generally a time where you are trying to seek happiness. You are no longer concerned about your obligations or responsibilities, and you really want to focus on your own emotional happiness. However, because Rahu is in the sign of Pisces, it's a little bit difficult to acquire what makes you happy, but you will still get some positive results. Pisces is about being in a comfortable and cozy environment. So there are chances you could buy a house or move to a more desirable location. For example, if you are living with your family and you are not comfortable with the rules and values, then Rahu will make you leave your family home in order to find peace. The second Lord Saturn in the 3rd house also shows that you will make some decisions around your immediate environment and family. Rahu in the 4th house can also cause heart, chest and lung related issues. So this is more for people of a senior age. So if in the past you had any issues related to these areas, then you have to take care, especially when Jupiter transits the 6th house, because it will be the 4th house lord in the 6th house of diseases. So overall, Ketu is transiting in your 10th house, which will affect your career and relationships in the first half of 2024. But after April, it will be a better period for these areas, but you will have to take care of your health. So that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment section below, or you can email me at exaltedmercury@gmail.com. And I will see you next time. Thank you.